Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface after a quick nap. I'm not even joking either. Thought I'd come back, do a second video for today, something lighter in tone, hopefully something for us to have a giggle at. It's obviously going to trigger some people, but I don't care. But I wanted to do a comparison because at the end of last week, or over the last weekend, there was this wonderful juxtapositioning of Joker movie coming out at the cinema and then Batwoman season 1 debuting on television. So I wanted to see how the Joker did at the cinemas. I wanted to see how it's been received critically and also by the public, more importantly, and with Batwoman, because obviously it's not taking in box office, see how it has performed. Now, I've also got a little bit of a fun game at the end for us all to play. A little bit of a guessing game. So get ready for a guessing game, folks. And I chose to use this article by Screen Rant because it's complete trash. One-sided, biased, manipulative, dishonest trash. What a surprise. So let's go into it, shall we? Batwoman season premiere ratings bigger than Supergirl season 5. Oh, wow, that is such a feat. Well done. Well done. Batwoman's ratings were higher than the 5th season of a show which doesn't do particularly well in ratings and in actual fact was dropped by its main station, which was CBS. And because CBS owned the CW, they dumped it onto there. Wow, that's a heck of a headline. Fucking hell. The CW's Batwoman earned solid ratings in its premiere episode. Really? We're gonna look into that in the guessing game later on. We're gonna look into how solid these ratings truly are. Besting even the Season 5 premiere of fellow Arrowverse alum Supergirl. Played by Ruby Rose, character of Kate Kane, made a debut in last year's Elseworlds crossover, established as the new Cape Crusader. Batwoman came to the aid of the Arrows, Oliver Queen and Flash Barry Allen after affected by the Scarecrow's fear toxin. Melissa Benoist. Somebody pass me the applesauce. Melissa Benoist. Meanwhile, debuted as Kara Danvers back in 2015. Though Supergirl began life on CBS, the show jumped networks ahead of its second season because it wasn't pulling in ratings worthy of CBS. So they dumped it on the CW. Now then, I want to just jump ahead a bit. We go into a little bit of, what's going on in the show that we don't need to go to. Let's get to this bit. According to Variety, because they can't have their own opinion, Batwoman opened in solid fashion with a 0.5 rating and 1.8 million views. Or viewers, I should really say. That put it way ahead. This sounds great, doesn't it? Of other new pilots that recently debuted, or also on the CW, including spin-off shows Roswell, New Mexico, Reboot, and Vampire Diaries spin-off. Oh, okay, so it beat out a couple of spin-offs from other more successful shows from yesteryear that people have moved on. Okay. Whoa, it's a winner. Though Batwoman's ratings inevitably paled compared to offerings on other networks. Oh, right. So compared to other networks, it was shit. Okay, I get that. But let me just jump a little bit further down. The reception was slightly less so from certain members of the public because it says in terms of reviews, Batwoman's were largely favourable. The reception was slightly less so from certain members of the public with a concerted effort. Listen, the hypocrisy here, by the way, is dripping. With a concerted effort to tank the show's scores on IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes already in action. Okay. So let's have a look at that, shall we? Rotten Tomatoes. Ooh, 72% from critics. Sorry. Never mind. We won't call them. No, we'll be nice for the time being. Audience rating, 10%. 72% for the critics, by the way. Now, yes, there does appear to have been a legitimate effort to tank this show in terms of score. I saw the episode, I watched it, I reviewed it. Go check out my review from a few days ago. I said it's not woke, it's just naff. It was badly written. A lot of the characters were awful. A couple of them were okay, were good. Ruby Rose herself is just vacuous, displaying no personality. In actual fact, bit of a weirdo. That she's still thinking about an old love from essentially, military school. And this is 15 years later and she's still obsessing over a weirdo. So, your typical SJW on Twitter, really. I suppose that's why they can relate. But I would have given, personally, and I'm not saying my score's the be-all and end-all, but if I was to be fair, and I do try and be fair, I can take the piss and all this, but I do honestly try to be fair. I would have given the debut episode 4 out of 10. And that might be a little bit generous, but 4 out of 10. It was definitely below average, with a terrible plot, some bad acting across a few characters. And I know it's a pilot episode and trying to get its feet and everything, but there you go. However, where does the hypocrisy come in? Well, let's have a look at the Joker's Rotten Tomatoes score, shall we? Oh! Look at this. The critics give it 68 on Rotten Tomatoes, whereas the audience give it 90%. And you can't tell me there hasn't been a concerted effort, as we'll jump to Metacritic as well, by critics to tank the Joker, because it goes against their policies, it goes against their political values, and of course, unfortunately, they didn't get the mass shooting they so desperately wanted. Aww. Freaks. Coming in at Metascore at 59 for critics, and yet 9.3 when it comes to viewers. So again, complete and utterly different. And, oh, no, we won't jump there quite yet. Actually, yeah, we do need to jump there now. So also, how did the Joker do at the box office? Yes, we've seen that the audience like, critics don't like, for political reasons, obviously. Budget, approximately 55 million. It was a low budgeted film. Bear in mind, of course, like your Endgame or stuff would probably be 300 million budget for a film like that. Crazy stuff. Opening weekend, 96 million, breaking box office records for October, which was held, I believe, by Venom from the previous year. So breaking box office records, worldwide gross so far after the first week, 272 million. So let's just say budget 55, let's say marketing 45 million. Let's say 100 million budget. It's already 172 million in the black. Good stuff. Good. My cat's going nuts over there, by the way. So the audience turned out, the audience watched, the audience loved. Now, despite, by the way, the critics' attempt to tank, now it's time to play the game. So, if Batwoman did a 1.8 million views for its debut episode, and that was classed as a solid, even though it came bottom compared to every other... Okay, it doesn't matter. If that was solid, let's compare it with the other CW shows' debuts, shall we? So sleeves up for this one. So when Arrow debuted, bear in mind, 1.8 is a solid number. Season 1 of Arrow. We're going to have to drag this across. Drum roll, please. Get your guesses in now, folks. But 4.14 million. 1.8 is solid, folks. So Arrow comes in with a 4.14. First season of Arrow was it's great. It was really good, actually. It's so sad they decided to turn it into complete trash because Stephen Amell is awesome. I love Stephen Amell. I think he's a phenomenal Arrow. He's been a phenomenal character in it. And they just... Oh, never mind. But 4.14 million. So The Flash. The Flash. What did The Flash do on its debut for the CW? Bearing in mind 1.8 million is a solid performance. 4.83 million. Oh, Batwoman. This isn't looking good. This isn't looking good. But I can already hear it. I can already hear it. Yeah. As this is unfair. Flash and Arrow are big superheroes. This is unfair. This is unfair. Don't worry. We're doing all of the shows, folks. Every single one of them. So Supergirl. Now, Supergirl, though, we have to judge Supergirl on season 2. Because in season 1, she was over on CBS. It was only until season 2 that she arrived. So, she might be in with a shot here, of course, because second season didn't do well. Probably going to have low views for its debut. What did it do? 3.06. I can't write this script. It's so good. Oh, Screen Rant, you utter trash. 3.06. It was for season 2, but it was its debut on the CW. The show that they're bragging about that it beat the debut for its 5th season. All right. Okay. But all right. Well, now we're getting to the dregs, though. And I say this, well, definitely dregs for Legends of Tomorrow, because I watched the pilot episode for this show, and I was mad. As a comics fan, I was mad. It was awful. It didn't make any sense. There were two... Anyway, Legends of Tomorrow. How many did that show, which, let's face it, isn't great, how much did that debut with? 3.21 million. 1.8 million, folks. It's solid. It's solid. Apart from the fact that it's bottom of the heap by a country mile, it's not over. It's not over. There's Black Lightning. Now, I've not seen Black Lightning. It's on Netflix for us here in the UK, so I could watch it, but I've not. But Black Lightning isn't a major character. You know, as in the DC universe, it's... to say C-list would be generous. Would honestly be generous. So, Black Lightning, does it have a specific demographic? Is it available for all? Is everyone watching? Or is Batwoman, of course, with the bat symbol and all that pedigree behind it, gonna thrash its first victim? No, 2.31 million. Even Black Lightning did better than Batwoman's debut. But there's one more, folks. There is one more. And it's not a superhero show, but it's a show that's been on the CW for a long, long time. And that, of course, is Supernatural. So Supernatural Season 1 from 15 years ago. What did it debut with? 5.69 million. Okay, I can hear everyone already. As 15 years ago, people consume television media in a far different way now. I know. This one was unfair, but I had to do it. But let's just, for shits and giggles, compare Supernatural Season 14. The penultimate season of Supernatural. Oh my goodness. I forgot their surnames. Winchester. What? I was trying to say Westchester. The Winchester brothers' penultimate hurrah. The final hurrah starts tonight on the CW. That pulled in 4.9, give it 5, come on. 1.5 million after 14 seasons. But hey, folks, 1.8 million, it's a solid score. It's not, it's shit. It's shit. And it's going to go down further because the debut episode, that's the curiosity episode. That's the one that people looking for to see if this is anything. And most people, I imagine, the curious ones, saw exactly what I saw. Badly written, badly acted for the most part, boring show. That wasn't woke, it was just naff. So, yes, Joker soars and Batwoman falls flat. I think we've had a little bit of fun. I should hope so. But I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. Did you enjoy the fun game time? Did you win? You take care. Bye for now.